Okay, we are live. Hi, everybody, wherever you are. Those who don't know me, my name is Dorothy, originally from Uganda, and I'm the lady behind this page. So today I'm super excited. I have my grandmother. For those who have been there, thinking that I'm not tech savvy. They cannot do this business. Today I have Miss Deborah in the place all the way from Mexico. So
Yeah.
whoever is ready, just comment with your where you are watching us from. For those who are watching the replay, enjoy it. Okay. Hi, Miss Deborah. How are
Hi,
you doing?
I'm great, Dorothy. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So, we're gonna start a little bit with introducing about yourselves, and then we can start from there.
Okay. Well, hi, everybody. My name is Debra. I'm originally from Canada, but now living in Mexico. Thank God for everything. But first and foremost, I am a child of God. I'm a mother of six, a grandmother of 19, and soon to be a great grandmother of number 10. So, and I'm a successful online business owner.
Wow, that's so nice. Although so you even went back to you went back to Mexico. You left the winter thing in Canada. Wow, that's amazing. So okay, let's go to our first question. Why did you start this online business?
Oh, wow. That's a long story. I'll try to make it short. But in
Okay.
2015, I lost my position of many years. And I was 60 years old. But you know what? I got a great severance package. My
Mhm.
position had been eliminated. So it was wise on the company's part for what they did for all of us. There was 1,200 of us throughout the company that they eliminated our positions. So that means that they could hire in 6 months' time somebody else that they paid this much of what we earned, right? So it was smart on the company part. But, I got a great severance package and I thought, I'm going to take a year off work. I've never had a year off work. I had 6 children. You'd have a baby on Friday and you go back to work on Monday. There was no maternity leave when I had children. So, and having 6 kids, you had to work. So, anyways, I thought I'm going to take a year off work, something I've never done, and I'm going to do some traveling and just some things that I want to do. And
Mhm.
I'll get a job, no problem. I've got 40 years experience. I'm good at what I do. I know that I'll get a job, no problem.
Mhm.
So in 2016, I started searching. And I got lots of interviews, but every one of them asked me, how long do you plan on staying in the workforce? And I got thinking, oh, wow, I've got to come to the realization here that they don't want to hire anybody over the age of 60. What
Oh,
am I
yeah.
going to do? Like, what am I going to do? We had life happen to us 2 years prior to that, and it took all of our savings and investments and retirement plan. So, I was broke. And I thought I've got to do something. I can't retire because the retirement plan at 60 years old or 61 is
Mhm.
not going to support me. I'm not going to be able to survive. I'll have to be a burden on my children, and I don't want that to happen. So I thought I'll start looking for something. And I don't know if I was looking for an online business, which I don't think I was. I was just looking for an income at the time. But I came across this ad and I looked at it and I looked at it and I watched the information session. I became a webinar stalker because I watched it over and over and over. I could not stop watching it and I understood it. I knew it was going to work and I knew it wasn't going to be get rich quick. So I thought, do I want to do this and work for something that's going to support me the rest of my life? Or do I want to try to find a job that's going to be short term and no job security? I might not be there next week.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I had to battle with that. Well, I've gone this long without money. I can go a little bit longer to build this business to where it needs to be financially stable.
Mhm.
So that's what I did. I made the decision to
Wow.
start this business. And I thank God every day that I found this business because I had been praying for something that would change my life. And this
Mhm.
business surely did.
Wow, that's so wonderful. I like their positivity of like you need some a financial, like a stable financial. You don't need something which is gonna go away within 3 months, within a year. It's like building a wealthy generation generally, right?
Yes,
Good.
exactly.
That's so wonderful. Wow, that's fantastic. So
Yeah.
let's go to our second question is how did you know it if it is legit? How did you get to know
You
that this
know, I
business
love
is
that
legit?
question. That's an awesome question. I love that question
Mhm.
because I'm an accountant by background. So I'm very, very concerned about whether something is legit or not because, I had my own business for many years prior to, working for Finning Canada. And
Mhm.
um, I had to make sure everything was legit. You had to account for every penny. Everything had to be legit. It had to be up and up. But they told me when I started this business that I would receive a T4A in Canada. I think it's a 1099. You guys have
1999.
the
Yeah.
US. And,
Mhm.
the other countries have their forms, but I would receive that at the end of the year with my income, like what I earned. And
Mhm.
it was my responsibility to claim my taxes, right? And when you get an information form, the government also receives that information form. So you have to claim it. It's legit. Also, they told me that if something should happen to me, I could will my business to my children.
Wow.
Now, there's no business that will do that unless it's very legit. So in my will now, I have my business willed to my children. And God forbid if something should happen to me today, which it's not going to, I'm going to live to be 120. But
That's
anyway,
insane.
I am and still doing this business. I absolutely love it. But if something should, then it will go to my children and they can step in, build it bigger and better than I ever did, or they can survive off the income that I have coming in now. It's totally up to them what they do with it because it's in my will, it goes to them. And,
Exactly.
if it was just a scam, you wouldn't be able to do that. And there has been people pass away. I've been in the business actually 7 years today.
Oh
Um,
wow.
this online business, and there has been people over that past 7 years that have passed away, and it has moved to their children. So I've seen it happen, and you can't get any more legit than that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, even me, when I started my online business, that was the first biggest point and trust why I'm like, okay, Dorothy, you have to go for this. Because for
Yes,
me, when actually I started it in my names, like my Dorothy Nakalema, my name. That's what when I started a business. But when I started to be in the business for like about 7 months, I started to make that five-figure income. I'm like, I think I need to do something. I actually just opened up a company, so I put the company all my like my kids there, so that just God forbid when he calls me for dinner, still my kids they still can still run my business, even if they can even still earn out of it, even if I'm not
yes,
there. Yeah, it's totally fine. So if you're there asking for those who have been asking for the legitimate, Miss Deborah did this. All right, so no more legitimate. It's cleared now.
no, it's very legit.
Okay. All right. Now, do you need to sell products or recruiting people in this business?
Well, we're an affiliate marketing business. So we advertise, we do not sell products. We're helping others. We're the ones that have the gold mine sitting
Exactly.
in our hands, right? We have an opportunity of a lifetime. And like I say, I thank God every day I found this business because at my age, I just would have had to sit in a rocking chair and die because I wouldn't have been able to support myself. But we attract people, so we try to find people that we can work with, that are willing to change, that want to make a change in their life, that want to make a financial change, to want to make a personal change, a spiritual change, whatever it is of change they want to make. Like, we're here to help them. And and that's one of the things that really prides me about this business is it's a people helping people business. So,
Exactly.
we all get involved in the business the exact same way. We watch that information center, that 90-minute information. That's been right from the beginning, right? You
Yeah.
know, like I've been in the business almost from the beginning. And our company and the company we deal with is having their 50 years anniversary this summer. So that tells you what kind of products that we deal with as well. But we don't sell them. We want to teach people how to build an online business, make it successful, offer it to others, and help as many people as we possibly can to make a change in their life.
Okay, all right, perfect. So the selling products and the recruiting people, it's now cleared. We are not selling any products.
No,
So we are doing the attraction marketing, as the Miss Debra explained. The company, it has been there for 50 years. So anything, if a business, it has been there for 50 years, it talks itself. No need of us even explaining, you know.
that's
So
right.
yeah. And okay, thank you very much for that answer. And now let's go to if somebody comes, I'm busy. Can I start this business? Like I'm super busy. I don't have time. I'm not even a tech savvy. I don't know what to do. But is this business for everybody?
I love busy people
Mm-hmm.
because busy people get things done. And, I've seen people come into this business and they've said, I really see the potential of this business, but I'm so busy. I'll do what I can. And now today they are super successful and they're doing this full time. But when they first came in, and so when someone says to me, I am so busy, I don't know. And I'll say, I love it. You're who I'm looking for. I like busy people because you're the ones that take things serious. You're the ones that put priorities in life, and the busy people are the ones that can make things happen. So, and for people that keep saying, oh, I'm too busy to do it, that's just an excuse. You can say, I don't want to do it, as well as I'm too busy to do it, because excuses are an excuse. And, and
Yeah.
yes, when I see things like, I raised 6 kids and worked and went to school and taught school, and I worked all the time and kept my children in sports. So I know what busy is. I know what, working 24/7 is. But when you have an opportunity to do something that's going to change your life and your children's life, it's just a matter of, in that busy schedule, can you schedule an hour or 2 hours to learn this business? Because we don't want you to quit your job or stop being busy. Because, like I say, I love busy people. The busier they are, the more they get done.
Wow, that's wonderful. So even if you're busy, you just get
Yes,
an hour a day, you just get 30 minutes or even 2 hours a day and get started to your online business. Remember this like the paycheck to paycheck or your weekly salary, your monthly salary, whatever it is, it will never and never build your wealthy generation. You're building a wealthy generation for somebody else, not
exactly.
yourself.
This business is so amazing, Dorothy.
Mhm.
And for,
Yeah.
you with young children, oh my God, it melts my heart because I really want to tell this story.
Mhm.
After my children all became adults and started having children of their own, and this has been a while, because I have 28-year-old grandchildren. So it's
Mhm.
been a while. But I gave my children books one year for Christmas. And it said, it was about their childhood, what they thought of their mother, what they thought of their father, their siblings, their friends, what they'd change, what they wouldn't change, what they liked, what they didn't like, and I gave it to them. And I said, now, as you guys are becoming adults and having your own families, I really want you to look at this book, really take it serious. Don't worry about hurting feelings, but I want you to write in it exactly how you feel. And if you want to give it back, I would love to have it back to read, right? And then after I said that, I thought, oh no, maybe I don't want to know what a bad mother I was, because it was
Mhm.
all in there, the good, the bad, the ugly. And so, anyways, about 3.5 months later, my youngest daughter gave hers back, and I thought, oh no, this can't be good. Of all 6 kids, she's the only one I butted heads with as a teenager. Best friends today, but as a teenager, she was the only one. And I thought, oh my goodness, like maybe I don't want to read it. So I didn't read it for a while, and I finally did. And there was a lot of tears shed, happy tears, funny tears,
Oh,
sad tears. But the very last page of the book, And I do get emotional when I talk about this because I'll never get this back as long as I live. The last page said, if there's one thing that you could have changed in your childhood, what would it have been? And she said, I wished my mother had not worked so much and have been home.
Wow,
I will never get that back as
that's
long
very
as I live.
sad. That's
But
very
I had to work
emotional.
for a job for somebody else all the time. And even though, we kept food on the table and them in good clothes and them in sports and this and that, yeah, it's not the same as being there with your children. And, when you hear the babysitter say, your daughter said, hi, mama today, but I didn't hear it. A babysitter did. Or your baby took the first step, your baby's walking, and I
Yeah,
didn't see it. Somebody
I
else did.
I just
That is
remember.
things that you'll never get back as long as you live. So when I see people like you, Dorothy, that are so willing to make a change in your life, to make a better life for you and your children, it just melts my heart because
Um,
I couldn't do it when I was your age. I didn't know anything about this business or, anything about online, period. Then um, it just melts my heart. You are so blessed to have found
Thank
this
you.
business.
Thank you. I was almost emotional when you're telling that story because it just reminds me, my boy, when he started to walk. For those who are on my page, this is not new. I always talk about this, like this
Yeah.
story. I get to know it that he was working over too much. It's because I was working too much. I had these three jobs. I was AML analyst, and at the same time I was doing safety and healthy officer in construction companies. It's a lot of traveling there.
Yes.
Still on weekends and holidays. I'm in California, super expensive. I have to go drive Uber on holidays and weekends. So I totally didn't have that time. Whereby my first time to see my boy walking, I just found him at the babysitter home. And this boy, he was walking like he has been walking for some long time, like even running. I I felt so emotional. At some time I was very scared because I'm like, I've never seen this. Like I always see kids when they're starting to walk, at least you see that first step. I didn't see the first step of my son.
Oh,
And I just saw him running. Even the babysitter just look at me. They're like, this boy has been walking for 2 months now. How comes that it seems it's your first time to see him?
yeah.
But it was because of that hard working. I was waking up around it was like around 4 a.m. and I have to prepare myself. I have to prepare him. I drop him 6 a.m. in the morning. He's sleeping. At the same time, I take him sleeping from almost from 3 months to about closely to 3 years. My boy was not like, I was
Oh,
not in his life because
oh,
of that busy life. At the same time, I was keeping him in a Filipino home, like home setting, whereby when I go to the daycares, they used to close at 6 p.m. latest. And I do always come back around 9 p.m., sometimes 10 p.m. So that
oh,
means for the daycare, I
yeah.
wasn't able to go for it because they are closing early while I'm on my second job. So I had to get a home setting for a babysitter whereby it's a home setting, and then I deal with that one. So it was a very hard time for me, whereby I reached on an
You
age.
know that feeling, and you can't
Yeah,
take back what happened 2 minutes
you
ago,
cannot.
right?
Yeah. So
So
when you
it's,
exactly when you're telling your story, that last page, I felt like exactly what I was going through.
yeah.
Wow, and it was
So
mine.
you
It
are
was totally
so
very tough
blessed.
because of this hard working. Even time reached my like the doctors were telling me that you have either to stop work because I had a very bad back pain, and they were telling me it's because of hard working. Like I'm working too much. I have to stop working. I get these pain injections till I heal or not. I will continue with those pain injections, but they don't know even when I will stop them unless I first stop and they get the treatment.
Yes.
Oh, if I tell the story, we're gonna
No,
live here.
I
But
know,
yes,
and you know what?
I just,
It is just
yeah,
it's
it's
so
more
amazing
complicated.
because we have so much to offer people that
Yeah.
that they don't have to live like that. Like you're going to be home now, with your children as they're growing. It's just
Mhm.
important as adolescents and teenagers to have their parent as it is as a young child. So if it can't happen when they're little babies,
Mhm.
you can improve it so you're there when they're teenagers, when they're crucial years that they need their parents so much, especially in the world
Yeah.
today, right? And you're going to be there with them at that point. So that is awesome. You're blessed.
Thank
That is
you.
just from my heart.
Okay, so let's go to our fifth question. It says, "What do you love about this business? About the business?"
Oh, good question. I love the people, Dorothy. This is the most I love it. The money's great. Don't get me wrong. Everybody,
Mhm.
and they say don't join a business for money. But I did because I needed something to support myself. But I soon learned that there's more important things to life than money. Money makes life move a lot easier. But
Mhm.
when you learn, like, we learn to be positive, we learn to get the negativity out of our life. And this business has brought me, I just I can't put into words how it makes me feel when I've met so many people from all over the world. Dorothy, you and I never would have met if it wasn't for this business.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've had people come, groups of people come here to Mexico, for the last 3 years. And it's been awesome meeting people from everywhere. And, we're going to have one again this year. And then I was in Calgary last year and got to meet so many face to face people that I had met online. And then, when you meet them, it's not like meeting strangers, it's like meeting family,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
It's like
Yes.
family. So this business, the one thing I love about this business more than anything is the people. Is I have a reason to wake up in the morning, I come to my computer, I'm going to talk to somebody different all day long. I absolutely love it.
Wow, that's so nice. That's so fantastic. Right now, what are your achievements in this business?
Well, I'm supporting myself because in Canada, living on uh, the pensions that the government supplies in Canada, I would be living in with my daughters because I wouldn't be able to support myself. I'd be living, with my sons or my daughters. I'd be living with them because I couldn't support myself. And it would be very hard to have to stop doing what you love doing because you can't afford to do it. You just wouldn't be able to afford to do anything. Now, this past summer, I flew to Toronto and spent a couple of weeks with my sons there. And then I went to Alberta and spent 3 weeks with my daughters and went to Calgary on a conference for a week, back to Fort McMurray for a couple of weeks to spend time with daughters and grandchildren, to Rocky Mountain House to spend time with my siblings, and then flew to New Brunswick to spend time with my other family that's in New Brunswick, and then back here to Cancun, to Mexico. And I'd never be able to do that living on an old age pension. It would
Yeah.
not have happened. So, it's a huge, huge benefit to people's
Yeah.
lives. And when they say, golden years, well, I don't know what golden years is. Your hair gets golden, it costs you a lot of gold for your health. It costs you gold for this and costs gold for that. And if you don't have that gold, you just sit there and die. So I made the comment one day, I'm not ready to sit in a rocking chair and die. I'm ready to sit in a comfy rocking chair and
Wow.
live again, right?
Love
Because I
that.
learned how to live by faith, not fear. I stopped being afraid of everything. I started living again.
Wow, that's so fantastic. When my first time to see you in in our community, I listened to you. I'm like, what? because I get to see a lot of people like your age, and they're like, oh, I can't do this business. It's a lot of like tech savvy. What do you like? I'm not a computer. I don't know how to use a computer. So, what do you advise to those kind of people to start? Who can do this business? Do they have to be skilled?
Anybody.
Do they need any experience? How could you explain that if somebody like is afraid of starting this business because they think they need to be tech savvy, they don't have experience, and that is what is holding them to start the online business?
You know, when I started this business, I didn't know how to put a picture on Facebook. I'm an accountant by trade. I worked on a computer 12 to 14 hours every day, you know, database programs, accounting programs, income tax programs, Microsoft Office programs, but nothing to do with social media. And our
Mhm.
business is all based on social media. So I thought, they're saying words like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. And I'm, Twitter, what is Twitter? What kind of a name is Twitter, right? Like,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it just didn't make sense to me. So, anyways, I thought I can do it. But you don't have to, if you can type with one finger, you can do this
Mhm.
business. Because actually, the founders of this business, he still types with one finger. Darren still types with one finger. So, how would people would never know that, right? So,
Mhm.
you don't need skills. You don't need it, but you do need to be coachable and a willing will to learn. My 12-year-old grandson is the one who showed me how to put a picture on Facebook. And oh yeah,
Wow.
he taught me how to Google and do and he kept saying, Grandma, anything you want to know about what to do on your computer, you just
Mhm.
Google it. How do I put a picture on Facebook using my MacBook Pro? You got to tell them, he said, what kind of computer you're using so
Mhm.
that the computer will know what kind of answer to give you because every computer is a little bit different. So I thought, wow, and then, there's many times that I get frustrated and I said, oh, maybe grandma's just too old to do this. He said, Grandma, you've always told us that we can do anything we put our minds to. We just have to want it bad enough. He said, so I'm telling you,
Wow.
so you're told, I'm eating my words. My grandson's telling me the same thing that I've been telling my kids and my grandchildren. So,
Wow.
it's true. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter age.
Mhm.
I'm going to be 68 years old this year. And people say, well, aren't you retired? Well, if this is considered work, then
Mhm.
nope, I guess I'm not, right? But I absolutely love this business. I
Wow.
absolutely love it. I don't
Wow,
know what
that's
I'd do without it.
nice.
And
That's
I thank God for bringing me to this business because everything happens for a reason,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh
When
wow, that's so nice. So there is no experience. Imagine Miss Deborah, the grandson was the one who showing even her on how um to upload a picture on Facebook. So you don't need experience. You will be having mentors, coaches at your back. So as long as you're ready to change your life, just plug in our business.
that's
All
right.
right. So this is our last question. Tell us what are the benefits, what services this business provides. And if somebody wants to start this business, how could they start? What is needed?
Well, you know what? The benefits of this business is you get out of a negative situation. Because I don't know about you, but I used to work with a lot of men and they have a great, a colorful vocabulary and a lot of negativity when you're in the workforce. You go in and say, good morning. And, you might get a good morning, you might not from some,
Oh,
right? But,
mhm,
this place, everything is positive. So if you want a positive environment, for you and your family to
mhm,
be a part of, this is it. The benefits of, we have a full training. We train everybody step by step. We have the best training program out there. We've had very, very many people try to buy our training program from us. So they had to put a patent on it so that nobody could take our training program. It is the best out there. We are the number one online business in the world today. We were featured in Fortune 500. Our leaders, our two founders, had a story written on them in Fortune 500, and it named us as the number one online business in the world. We excel in everything we do. We teach people, like I said, step by step. When somebody joins this business, they are assigned a mentor and a coach right away. You got a personal mentor and a personal. You'll be put into a group of everybody where you can ask any question you want, and everybody is willing to help everybody in this business because there's no competition, because everybody in this world could be a part of this business. You don't have to worry, oh, I got to get this person before that person. That's not the way it works. It doesn't matter who they come in under as long as they're doing this business. Doesn't matter if you're financially tied, because if you build your business to the way it's supposed to be built, you're going to have finances and you're going to build to a residual income. And that's the goal of this business, is building to that residual income and helping others do the same. The bonuses are 100 times better than the residual income. So believe me, there's a lot that you can do. And you know what? A lot of people say money's the root of all evil. It's not money, it's what you do with it. And you can do such good in this world when you have extra money, right?
Yeah.
Do so much good in this world. So all you have to do, folks, is register on Dorothy's link, her address with your name and your email address. Register there and watch the 90-minute information session. That's what's going to tell you the ins and outs of this business. And then if you want more information at the end of that, we ask you to pay $149. We give you 30 days. We're going to send you 3 more hours of videos, a series of videos, and you've got 30 days to watch them and rewatch them and ask your questions. At the end of the 30 days, or the end of day 29, if you decide it's not for you, get back to Dorothy. We will refund your money right away. We're not out to take your $149. We're looking for people that are very serious to find out more about how to become a professional online business owner, a way to make a change in your life, a way to better your life, and a way to change your family's life. So that's what we're looking for. So register today. Make sure you put your name and your email address in there so we can send you all the information that's needed about this business. And like I say, if you pay that $149, you have 30 days to make the decision. If you decide you want to, before then or on the 30-day that you do want to do it, book your coaching call with that one-on-one phone call with the coach. That way you'll do a Zoom call face to face so you can see the people are real, and you'll know you can ask any questions you want, and they'll go over exactly what is required to get started in the online world. So don't
Exactly.
delay, start today.
Thank you. Wow, thank you very much. Exactly. Actually, if you want to start a business, you just have to visit my link. It's on the screen there, www.d-flags.com. So you will be in. Just watch that video. It will explain all the information you would love to know. If you want to go ahead, exactly do what Miss Debra told us to do. And then actually, you have 30 days, as Miss Debra explained, but the videos are not going to take you 30 days. They're going to take you 3 hours. So these 3 hours, I think they almost the 29 days is to do your own research before you come in. Okay.
Yes.
So that's one of the things I should say. It's a legit business. Nobody's going to give you 30 days to get your $149 back, like to you to do your research. Wow. Thank you very much, Miss Debra. I'm really humbled, and thank you to accept my request. I'm super excited that you came and say hi to my people on my page.
Thank you so much for inviting me. That blesses me. God bless.
All right, thank you.